John, we've been meaning for a while to kind of start a regular chat between yourself and myself, just to talk about all things Hereford FC. There's lots going on in the background, so if first of all we talk about the fan engagement, which I know we've mentioned on the website. We've obviously brought Marcy in to be our fan engagement officer, but if you could just kind of tell everyone a bit more about what that involves.
Yeah, I think the important thing that we recognise as a board of directors is that we need to make sure that all of our supporters feel engaged with the club, and that's whether people come on a Saturday afternoon to watch a game or are a couple of thousand miles away. We want everybody to feel part of what we're doing here at Edgar Street. So we're looking at now, we've put together a team of people from all angles of the club, if you like. Marcy's come in as fan engagement officer. I think she's very popular. She knows a lot of people, and I think she's the perfect person to knit that together. And now it's really a case of identifying certain activities that we can do both on a match day and a non-match day that gets that programme up and running, and supporters will see that happening over the next couple of months.
Of course, a big part of fans' match day experience is the bars. Obviously, they're back. Well, they're in house now. And I know we had our first hospitality sold out recently, and it's a really vital income source, isn't it?
It's hugely important, and again ticks the sort of fan engagement box, really, because what we're trying to do here is make this football club and this football ground not just about a match day. So we have now got the flexibility to throw open the bars for any event, whether it's a coffee morning or a wedding or a meeting or whatever it might be. You know, just today we've got our boardroom being rented out now or hired out for a few weeks, and it's we want a community to look at us now and say we are a solution on so many different angles. And the bars on a match day, fantastic. We want people to come here. We show the live football matches. It's all about getting people to the ground and then using the facilities that we have, and we now have the flexibility to do that, as I say, both on a match day and during a week. And it's great to see all these different events taking place.
And obviously with fans coming on a match day and maybe watching the football with us before the game as well, it just helps them feel a part of our community as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, completely. And I think we all, on a match day, we love to get here and have a chat about what the team might be, or who we're playing, or last week's performance, or whatever it might be. And then if you're able to watch a game of football, a live Premiership game on the telly at the same time, and have a good drink, whatever you might want, whatever your tipple might be, it's just great to see people engaging with us, and obviously we would like to sort of grow that and get people to think their first port of call is Edgar Street on a Saturday afternoon rather than perhaps anywhere else. But it's going really well. I think Tilly's done a fantastic job building up the reputation of our bars and our facilities and our utilities, and hopefully that will just continue to grow.
And of course financially as well, the money spent over the bar comes straight to the club, and that obviously helps with football budget and keeping the club running. Yeah,
completely, and it's a very important point that obviously when we restarted back in 2015, it was absolutely the correct decision to sort of contract out the running of all the bars, because it was a huge step going from nothing to getting Hereford FC up and running. I think the timing was perfectly right now to bring them back in house, and of course now we reap the reward of that, if you like, because obviously we're doing the work ourselves, and therefore the profits go back into the football club, and of course if we're making good profits across the club, then everything helps boost the playing budget and the way that we run the club. So we've got to be profitable, we've got to be sustainable, and the bars and the facilities are a massive part of that.
Obviously we can't avoid the football and the start of the season. Obviously, not what any of us wanted. We'd all loved a few more wins under our belt, wouldn't we?
Yeah, it's been disappointing. It's disappointing for everybody, the supporters, the players, the management, the board of directors, staff, volunteers. We've all felt it, and it's very frustrating. We're not hiding from it at all, and Josh isn't hiding from it at all. We know things have got to improve. We've got to get results. We've got to get away from the bottom of the table. And we're going to do, as a board of directors, we'll do whatever we can to help Josh and the management structure get through this difficult period. And one win at first 10 games, nobody's going to pretend that that's good enough. We're not pretending that at all. But I said when I came back in as chairman that we wanted stability in this football club, and I meant that on the pitch and off the pitch. We are going to do whatever we can to help Josh, to support Josh and the management and the players, and I hope supporters, I know supporters will do the same, starting hopefully with a win on Saturday, and we've got to be positive about it, but we're not going to keep chopping and changing. We've got to try and provide a path forward and be positive about that, and support where we can, but obviously within the sustainable structure of the football club.
Yeah, and looking long term as well, if we look to the 18s, the community under 18 side, that have played a couple of games out on Edgar Street already this season, and I think we're trying to look to get them here on a more regular basis.
Yep, that's the plan. We ideally love to see that. I think we all would. I think for our community under 18s to have them playing regularly here at Edgar Street brings them in under the umbrella of the club in a much more structured way. And I was here on a Thursday night, and they got real pride walking out here. You know, this is an ex-football league stadium with a club that we've obviously got ambitions to move on up at some point. And these community under 18s are really, really important to us. And I'd love to think that in the near future we might be able to have something in place for them to do that on a permanent basis.